Diggins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fire in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, folks. Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you. If you've been listening to us here on Skeeter 101.5 or rjbroadcasting.com, we never left. But if you are watching us on yourliveevent.com, just starting a new stream. So it's great to be with you here. Right now we are gearing up for the boys game as we just finished our coverage of the Laporte Wildcats falling to the Pine River-Backus Tigers girls team for this boys and girls doubleheader. So getting into this matchup for the boys side. On the visitors side of this matchup, the Laporte Wildcats enter play tonight with an 0-7 record. This will be their first matchup since December 21st before the holiday break when they fell 65-32 to Climax Fisher, and they are looking for win number 1 on the season. For the home Pine River-Backus Tigers, it's their first action since the holiday break as well. They were most recently playing over the holidays in a tournament in Fergus Falls, losing to Morris Area, Chokio, Alberta, and East Grand Forks, both Class 2A teams. A win tonight, and they inch closer to 500 as they are 3-7 so far this season. Folks, again, we are back on the air on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com as well as yourliveevent.com. No matter which way you're joining us, just thank you so much for being here. Coming up, actually right now, we are just going to really quickly send you to our conversation with Coach Jordan Ackerman of the PRB Tigers boys team because it's a very quick turnaround here before we get to the boys game. So we'll be able to hear his thoughts. I was able to talk with him, catch up with him earlier today. It is Pine River-Backus versus Laporte on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Joining us now for our Station 371 pregame show, we're chatting with Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the Pine River-Backus boys team. Jordan, good morning to you, and thank you as always for your time here.
Yeah, I sure appreciate it, Sam. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. New Year, same season for 2021, 2022, but you guys were able to get some basketball in over the holiday break, as I understand. Jordan, you guys were able to head to Fergus Falls for some tournament action, got a couple of games in against some Class 2A teams, and I think this is the first time that we've chatted with you since then, so just what were some of your observations from those games?
Yeah, it's been a while. We played a really good Morris team on Tuesday in Fergus Falls. A really talented team. They have just a tremendous player in Jackson Logie, who's the best big we'll see all season. They have some really good guards, and they just play together really well. They move the ball. They play good 2-3 zone. Really challenged us in a lot of areas of our game, and we learned a lot about our team from that game, which is what you want out of those type of games where we were outmatched and outmanned, and but our kids fought and learned a lot about what we need to do better as a team.
And so,
and then
you go ahead. Sorry,
what's that?
Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh, and then on Wednesday we played a East Grand Forks team that really pressured us, which was good for some of our secondary guards. Kind of have to step up and handle the ball a little bit, and we handled pressure okay. It really fought tough. Just couldn't get it done down the stretch, but I thought our team played really hard both days and got better because of it. So it was a good tournament for us.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Jordan. So aside from these last two tournaments that you've played, it's been a while, like you said. It's been a while since you guys have been in non-tournament action, and just sort of as you entered the holiday break and when you were going through the holidays again outside of that tournament and in between that tournament and now, have you emphasized rest more so than you have trying to get out there and practice more, or have you been really trying to hit practice hard and try to prepare for essentially that sort of the second half of the season?
Yeah, we had that Pillager Fornshell Classic, and then we had one morning practice until the holiday tournament. So we really have played 4 games with one practice between, and then I gave them those, the last few days of Christmas break off. So that was their rest. And then these last 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we really hit it hard. Kind of tried to get in a little better shape. I think that was one of the things we took away is we need to be in better shape with some of the minutes guys are playing. So let them rest a few days, and then we've really hit it hard. And we've had some great practices the last few days, preparing for Laporte, Walker, Black Duck, and some of our upcoming games. So just trying to get in better condition.
Yeah, and between that Orange Gel Classic that you played in and that Fergus Falls tournament, you got to see some really good quality basketball teams. And so just what did you learn from seeing your team go against that level of competition that you'll be trying to apply to future matchups down the road, like you said?
Yeah, I thought we played 3 really, really good games, minus the Verndale game. We struggled in that one. I learned that our team is really close to being where we want to be at the end of the season. Nevis is a really quality section opponent that we want to get another shot at them in the section playoffs. And I think we just have a few little things to shore up defensively and offensively. We execute a little bit better, and I think we can be right there with them come to the Section 5 playoffs. And I'm really confident in our group of kids. They work really hard. They want to win. They want to be successful. And I'm really looking forward to this 2022 part of our season and seeing the growth they make and see how it stacks up at the end of the season.
And so on to your opponent tonight, Jordan, in Laporte. That's a team that PRB as a program has had a lot of success against. Just how do you approach this matchup this time around in this sort of edition? You guys play each other 2 times a year. How do you approach it this year?
Yeah, I look at us and our record is 3-7, which isn't where we want to be. And this is a team that we've had good success against in the past, but as a 3-7 team, we can't look past anybody. So we need to go out, handle our business, and our focus this week in practice has been effort. I would say we really focused on execution more in the beginning of the season, and now we need to start playing harder. So I'm really just looking for our guys to compete on the defensive end, not take possessions off, and give it their all in transition as far as sprinting to the rim and passing the ball up the floor, and really just playing harder, which is something I learned from our last 2 games. We just need to give more effort, and hopefully at the end of the night, the score is in our favor.
That's right. Jordan Ackerman, coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers boys team, joining us for our Station 371 pregame show. Jordan, appreciate your time as always, and best of luck to you against Laporte tonight.
Yeah, thanks for covering the game. Have fun.
You're listening to the Station 371 pregame show for Game 2 of the boys and girls basketball doubleheader featuring the Laporte Wildcats and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Coming up, we will be wrapping up our Station 371 pregame show, talking about keys to the game and more. That's after this on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January.
Back with you here at PRB High School for our Station 371 pregame show. We just heard our conversation with Coach Jordan Ackerman of the PRB Tigers. Big shout out to him and a big thank you to him for offering his time and chatting with me earlier today to get his thoughts on what's to come tonight and just taking a look at this matchup. Again, You have Laporte, coached by Steve Patterson. They are 0-7 this year, and again, they haven't played since the before the holiday break. They lost to Climax Fisher 65-32 in their most recent game, but again, that was a while ago. For the PRB Tigers, coached by Jordan Ackerman, as he said, and as I said before our conversation with him, they are 3-7 this year. They started the season 3-3 before entering 2 tournaments, one in Pillager for the Foreign Shell Classic, before the holiday break, and one during the holidays in Fergus Falls for their holiday tournament. They were able to face a lot of quality competition in those 4 games, as I alluded to in our pregame interview with them. That included a pair of AA schools in Fergus Falls. They lost to Morris area, Chokio, Alberta 82-53, and then they lost to East Grand Forks 70-55. In that tournament, across those 2 games, Brady Bristow and Ryan Struess each tallied at 27 points, and Jared Hamilton followed with 18 across those 2 games. So those were the leading scorers on this PRB Tigers team. And just taking a look at the matchup history between these 2 teams, similar to the girls' side, it's been very one-sided, or actually as one-sided as it gets. PRB's 21-0 against Laporte in the last decade. So certainly expecting to get the win today. They are the favorite in this matchup. But of course, we'll see how it goes. This is high school sports. Anything can happen, as they say. As far as keys to the game go for PRB, I said similar things before the girls' game. As a heavy favorite, just stay disciplined. Stay out of foul trouble. Hit the shots you're supposed to hit, and things will just take care of themselves if you're the Tigers. For the Wildcats, well, a lot needs to go right for them. They are going to need to stay out of foul trouble as well, of course. But as I said before the girls' game, whenever I'm a heavy underdog, whenever you got a team that's a heavy underdog, I always like to say, come out, be aggressive right out the gate. Hit them in the mouth. Try to just set the tone early, catch them off balance, and just keep attacking during the game. Don't let them know it hit them until the game is over, really. That's pretty much always been my approach mentally anytime a team of mine or, anytime I am pulling for a team that's a heavy underdog. That's always the approach that I like to see. Having gone to Boston College, folks, I can tell you there were a lot of games against Clemson that we played during my college career where I was saying, hey, just, do that. Do what I just said. Come out aggressive and hit them in the mouth. That's not what BC ever did, and I'm not going to get into that right now, but that's what I would do if I were Laporte for this game. They have certainly played a lot more close games with PRB over the years on the boys' side than they have on the girls' side. So I don't think that they're completely out of this, of course, before the game starts. So I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, we got first tip-off coming up, but thank you to our sponsor for our pregame show, Station 371. As again, you can restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. We're going to step aside just about a minute before they get to the national anthem, and then right after that we'll get to the starting lineups and opening tip-off between the PRB Tigers and the Laporte Wildcats. You're listening to us here on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's Breast Cancer Fundraising Tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email PRBBoosters.
Folks, apologies for interrupting the break there, but they're actually going to skip the national anthem, and we're just going to go right into it between PRB and Laporte. Here we go. I was anticipating the national anthem, but we're not going to get it, so we're just going to jump right on in. And, I'll try to announce the starting lineups on the fly here as the opening tip-off is going to get sent right out of bounds, and PRB will take the ball right away. It's Brady Bristow. To his left, he has Jared Hamilton. And they also have Ryan Struess, Andrew Buchers, and Robert Buchers on the floor right now for the Tigers as Brady Bristow pulls the trigger for three right away, and he's going to get it. Up and good for Brady Bristow as it's now inbounded here to Grant Hamilton for the Laporte Wildcats. The sophomore has it on the right sideline, and he's going to lose it. Actually, they're going to call a jump ball as PRB was trying to snatch out of his hands, and there was sort of mutual grabbing of the basketball there, so they'll be inbounding it from the right side. Inbounding it here is Justin Clyde. He gets it to Grant Hamilton. And Hamilton, they also have Jacob Sheets, Matthew Ingram, number 3, and Hudson Smith, number 14, out there as well. It's to Matthew Ingram. He passes right side to Hamilton. Grant Hamilton. Robert Buchers is going to dive for it there. Actually, that's Andrew Buchers. And now they get it up to Jared Hamilton. Quick layup and good for the Tigers, who are now up 5-0 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Here is Hamilton passing it to the left. To the middle, it's Ingram. And now Ingram working it up. PRB with aggressive defense. They're playing press. And now it's a three-pointer for Justin Clyde that's going to miss short. They get it now to Sheets. Sheets passes out. Hamilton pulls the trigger for three. That's good. So a quick start here for both teams. It's 5-3, a little over a minute into this game. Slowing things down now is Jared Hamilton, who has the ball for the PRB boys. He passes right side. Andrew Buchers to his left, top of the key. It's to Struess. Now Brady Bristow with it. He gets it down low. Good pass to Ryan Struess, and he's going to convert. What a play that time for the PRB Tigers. A perfectly placed pass by Bristow over the heads of all the defenders for Laporte, right into the hands of Struess, and he was able to get an easy basket. And now if we're going to get a block, Brady Bristow coming in and rejecting Jacob Sheets, but that's going to get sent out of bounds. So a clean block, but Laporte will hang on to it. I think you'll take that if you're the Wildcats. And here we go. Inbounding it, Grant Hamilton has it. Drives the lane. Puts it up for a floater, off the mark, rebounded by Bristow. He takes it up the court, dishing it away. Hamilton back to Bristow, and he's money for three. What a start for the senior Brady Bristow. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, and he's got an emphatic block within the first couple minutes of the game. Here now, it's Matthew Ingram for the Wildcats. That one's going to get kicked away by Bristow, and they're going to say that was an illegal move. Just tried to stick a foot out to stop the pass, and I guess it didn't occur to him that you couldn't do that. So it went out of bounds, but either way, they'll be inbounding it from the far sideline. Hamilton looking inbounds. He gets it to Matthew Ingram, the sophomore. Ingram at the PRB logo. Passes left. That's going to get knocked away by Hamilton, but then reclaimed by the Wildcats. They got it down low. Bristow intercepts the pass, and he's going to get an open look all the way down the court. Blocked, but they're going to actually call a foul on Grant Hamilton. Bristow came up limping a little bit, but he seems to be okay, just kind of walking it off. I don't think that it was serious there, but Hamilton's going to get called for his first personal, and the first team foul for either team as PRB is up 10-3. Bristow converts his first of two to make it 11-3. Easy 2 for 2 from the line there for Brady Bristow, who already has 8 points in this game. It's now 12-3, and we're going to get a quick timeout. Timeout taken by the Laporte Wildcats, so we will step aside, folks. A quick start to this game. Actually, you know what? We're going to keep it right here. We're not going to take a quick break because I didn't get to our starting lineup. I sort of mentioned every name that I could, but I want to officially name everybody that's starting out there tonight. We'll start with the Laporte roster. Their guards are number 3 sophomore Matthew Ingram, number 5 sophomore Jacob Sheets, and number 32 sophomore Grant Hamilton. And their 2 forwards tonight are both juniors, number 14 Hudson Smith and number 23 Justin Clyde. For the PRB Tigers, they are starting at guard senior number 4 Brady Bristow, as well as junior number 23 Jared Hamilton. Their forward tonight is number 24 sophomore Andrew Bukers, and their 2 post players are senior number 33 Robert Bukers and junior number 40 Ryan Struess. Got an update out of the Detroit Lakes girls hockey game that's happening right now on KLKS Talk 100. It's 2-0. Northern Lakes leads over Detroit Lakes. As ready to resume play after the timeout, Hamilton, that's Grant Hamilton, I should say. There are 2 Hamiltons on the floor right now. He inbounds it into Justin Clyde. Clyde, the junior, will pass away to Sheets, and he gets it right back to him. At the logo, he passes left side here to Ingram. Good defense. It's a 2-3 defense from the Tigers, that time by Jared Hamilton. And now a floating attempt there from Sheets is going to be off the mark, and that's going to roll all the way into the Laporte zone. Hamilton, Jared with a layup attempt. That's going to miss. It's rebounded by the Wildcats. Here with it now is Clyde. He hands it off to Ingram. Top of the key, passes it now left wing. Still beyond the arc with it is Clyde. They're getting it around the perimeter here. Now Grant Hamilton for 3 is going to miss off the rim short. Rebounded by Bristow. Bristow gets it away to Jared Hamilton coming up the right side of the court. 15 minutes left, or 14 and a half minutes left in the first half here. Ryan Struess, left side. Wide open look down low for Robert Bukers, and he's going to convert for 2. 14-3, the Tigers lead. And now up the right sideline, they get it left side and up for 3. This time it's Matthew Ingram. That's going to miss. Rebounded by the Tigers, and away they go. A reminder that the girls game that we just had, in case you're just tuning in, the PRB girls beat Laporte 81-12, as now a pass down low. Bristow puts up a tough contested shot. That's going to miss left, and it's rebounded by the Wildcats. But an impressive showing by the PRB girls before this one. Nice impressive start for the boys team, as now Bristow collects a rebound on the defensive side. Now ripping a pass up the court quickly to Jared Hamilton, and he's there for it. Makes the 2-pointer, and it's now 16-3. 13 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. It's now a pass that's going to go out of bounds from Ingram, and a turnover will go to the Tigers. They will be inbounding it from the far side. Here's Jared Hamilton, top of the key. He hands it off, and now going to his right, Bristow pulling up for 3. That's going to miss short. Contested shot there to play it defensively. Justin Clyde, and it's going to get rebounded by Ingram. Matthew Ingram getting up the court with it. He passes away, and he's going to get fouled right at the half-court line. They're going to call Jared Hamilton on that most likely. Indeed they will. That's his first personal foul, and the first team foul for the Tigers so far this half. Almost 5 minutes into the game, so they have done what I've said they should do, be disciplined. And now they're going to bring in a couple of substitutions. Burke Netland is in the game, as well as Irvin Tulinchik. A couple of juniors subbing in for the Tigers. Now here's a 3-point attempt from Jacob Sheets, and it's good for the Wildcats, cutting the deficit to 10. It's now 16-6. Here's Burke Netland. He passes left to Ryan Struess under the net. Wide open is Robert Bukers, I should say, and he's going to get 2 points. The senior does a good job there. 18-6. Pass up the court. Going to get intercepted from Justin Clyde. Going to get intercepted by the Tigers. Ryan Struess driving the lane, and he's going to miss the layup. And now a shot that's just going to get knocked in. Completely incidentally. I think that was just Andrew Bukers trying to get a hand on it, and it just went up and into the bucket. So that's 20-6. And that might have even been off of a Wildcat. What a happy accident for the Tigers, as it's now 20-6. Into the far corner, it's Grant Hamilton, he passes. Justin Clyde open for three, nothing but net. Good shot there from Justin Clyde of the Wildcats. Makes it 20-9. We got 12 minutes left in the first half here. As it's still looking like a man-to-man defense here for the Laporte Wildcats. Burke Netland with the ball for the Tigers. They wrap it around the perimeter. Irvin Tulenchik on the right side here. Now top of the key, it's Struess to the far side. Andrew Bucher's open for three. Good. You can get that one to go. Andrew Bucher's with his first three-pointer of the night. Makes it 23-9. Clyde passing it left side to Sheets. Jacob Sheets will get it back to Clyde up the right side of the court. Clyde sidestepping. Man-to-man defense now for the Tigers is what it's looking like as Andrew Bucher's on him. Now a pass into the corner. Grant Hamilton misses the three-pointer, but it's rebounded that time by Smith. Smith collecting multiple offensive rebounds that time, and he's finally able to put it in for two. 23-11. PRB with the lead as now Andrew Bucher's easy layup there. Very little effort on the offensive side that time for the Tigers. 25-11. They lead by 14 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Clyde, quick pass up the court. Now a pass from Ingram, going to get intercepted by Ryan Struess of the Tigers. It's to Irvin Tulenchik on the right side now. Tulenchik down low to Robert Buchers. He misses off the backboard. Netland got the rebound but then lost it, and it's going to get taken there by Justin Clyde of the Wildcats. Up the right side with it, it's Grant Hamilton. He's able to get by Struess and blocked that time by Robert Buchers, who actually didn't even jump for it. That was just a low shot point. And now PRB with the ball. Struess getting up the court. He's going to take a foul. They're going to call that one on Hudson Smith. That was his first personal foul, second team foul of the half for the Wildcats. As now subbing in for the Tigers, they got Brady Bristow as well as Tate Norman out there. And Jared Hamilton's back in the game as well. Bristow with the ball, driving down the baseline, misses a tough layup that time, and it's going to get rebounded, though, by Norman. Out to Bristow. He gets it out now to the left side to Hamilton. And now a long three-point attempt from Bristow is going to miss short. Rebounded by Clyde. Here's Sheets up the left side. Jared Hamilton playing defense on him, but he'll get it away to Clyde. Free throw line, open look this time for Grant Hamilton, banking it in for two. The bank is open for Grant Hamilton, and it's now 25-13. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Open look for Tate Norman for three. Off the mark. Almost rebounding it there was the Tigers, but it goes off a couple of their hands, and now it's going to get taken by number 55, 8th grader Justin Honer, and we're going to get a stoppage of play there. Looks like they're going to call a foul on Burke Netland of the Tigers. That's their second team foul, his first personal. As away the Wildcats go offensively. Looking like a full court press here for the Tigers, and it's going to get stolen that time by Jared Hamilton into the hands of Brady Bristow, who gets fouled not even close to the bucket. He was by the free throw line when he got fouled there. So number 5, Jacob Sheets, the guilty party. It'll be Irvin Tulenchik inbounding it from the baseline. He gets it in. Bristow off the backboard in for two. 27-13 your score now. Grant Hamilton with the ball. Right side passes to Clyde. Clyde passing now to Honer. Baseline shot from Honer is going to rim out, but he's going to take a foul and head to the line. We'll see who that was on. Going to call that one on Brady Bristow. Aggressive defense not going to pay off. That's his first personal foul. Each team with 3 team fouls apiece. As Honer's first free throw attempt, he can't get it to go. Honer at the line again, shooting his second of 2. That one's nothing but net. 27-14 the score. Here's Irvin Tulenchik taking it up the left side, and he's going to have an easy pat to the bucket, but misses the layup. Got a little aggressive with it that time, and getting the rebound here are the Wildcats. Now Clyde down low. Honer misses off the backboard. They get the rebound. They kick it out. Hamilton Grant Hamilton, is he going to charge? Yes! Taking a charge like a champ there. It was Jared Hamilton taking the charge from Grant Hamilton. He comes up a little wobbly, but it seems like he's going to be okay. A little gingerly as, now Jared Hamilton's kind of limping a little bit, but he's waving off the substitution. He doesn't want to leave, but Coach Jordan Ackerman's not going to give him the chance. He's going to take Jared Hamilton out, let him rest. I think that's a smart call in this game, as now it's Andrew Buchers in for him. We're resuming play. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half, as now pulling the trigger for three. Irvin Tulinchik right away has it. Pretty shot that time from Irvin Tulinchik, his first points of the night. Makes it 30 to 14. As now here's Clyde with the ball by the PRB logo. He'll step to his right, up to the line, getting it down low for Sheets. That's going to get stolen from Struess to Bristow. Bristow, coast to coast, gets the layup. Brady Bristow now with 12 points in this game. And we're about a quarter of the way through this game. As Sheets now is going to commit over and back for the Wildcats. Jacob Sheets stepped over with his right foot, stepped back with his left foot, and that'll do it for that possession. Turning it back over to the Tigers. Tulinchik has the ball. Irvin looks to his right, finds Norman. The freshman Norman, they wrap it around the perimeter, back to Tulinchik. Now top of the key, it's Bristow. Bristow finding Struess in the post, and up off the backboard, and good is Ryan Struess. That's his second bucket, and it's now 34 to 14. The Tigers with a 20-point lead over the Wildcats. Here's Sheets with the ball now for the Wildcats. They get it up the left side. Ingram down low has Hudson Smith, and now a pass that's going to go out of bounds off of the thigh of Andrew Buchers. Wildcats will try again with 7:31 on the clock in the first half. Grant Hamilton inbounds it. Ingram, and now Buchers able to save it after he gets the steal. Almost went out of bounds, but a good hustle play. Buchers has the ball now, sidestepping, laying it up for two. What a great play by Andrew Buchers on both offense and defense. And now the lead is 22 for the Tigers. Pass here is to Ingram, and he loses the handle on it. Uncontested. Here's Brady Bristow now. Laying it up. No good, but he's going to get fouled. So Bristow will head to the line to shoot two. Tigers up by 22. Again, it's 36-14 on your North Point Realty scoreboard with about 7 minutes left in this first half. Bristow's first of two is up and good. Tate Norman now subbing out for the Tigers. They bring back in Burke Netland. And now they're also going to bring back in Robert Buchers in for Irvin Tulinchik before Bristow attempts his second free throw. And there it looks like they're going to bring in Jared Hamilton as well here pretty soon. Bristow is going to rim out with his second of two. He's now 3 for 4 from the line tonight. And back with the ball, the Wildcats have it. It's Ingram. Matthew Ingram will pass right side here to Clyde, or in the middle rather, and now Clyde passes to the right to Sheets. They got it back to him. Now down low, it's Smith, and Smith tries a pass that's going to be wide of Matthew Ingram. Tried a no-look pass, actually, and it just goes out of bounds, so they'll reset. Try again, the Tigers. Back on offense, Jared Hamilton to his left as Burke Netland. Tigers get it around the perimeter, back to Hamilton on the right side, and then to Struess at the top of the key. They now have Buchers. Andrew Buchers gets it to Robert Buchers. Now to the right, it's Netland. PRB just getting it around the perimeter here. Now it's to Hamilton, and Hamilton made his man slip, but then he slipped on his own. And he's going to get called for traveling there, going down with it. So the Wildcats will get the ball back with 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half. Down by 23. As it's now inbounded here. They get it to Grant Hamilton on the left side. Hamilton passes up to Smith. Smith kicks it out. Clyde for three is going to miss off the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Taking it up the court now is Hamilton up the left side. Jared passes down low to Struess. Struess takes it in himself and gets an easy layup for 2. Ryan Struess now with 6 points in this game. It's 39-14. And now a pass that's going to get rejected by Andrew Bukers, but it's going to go right back to Sheets. So the Wildcats will get it right back. And now a layup attempt going to get blocked that time by from Matthew Ingram by Robert Bukers, his second block. And now the Wildcats somehow get it back. Clyde for 3, misses off the iron. It's going to get rebounded by the Tigers. 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Struess has the ball. Into the corner. He's going to find Hamilton. Hamilton tries a pass, knocked away by Clyde and taken by Smith. A turnover. Gives the ball back to Laporte. Jacob Sheets, the sophomore, will pass left to the wing. He's got Ingram, fellow sophomore, and now they're going to pass it to the third sophomore on the floor, Grant Hamilton. Hamilton to his left has Smith, and now back to him for 3. Grant Hamilton off the backboard is going to miss. It's going to be rebounded, however, by Clyde. Clyde passes it. Smith dishes it away. Ingram, layup, no good. Rebounded by Robert Bukers. Back to the PRB Tigers it goes. Under 5 minutes left in the first half. Bukers going to get blocked by Grant Hamilton, and back on offense are the Wildcats. Sheets passing, bounce pass to Clyde. He's got it and one. Good play by Justin Clyde, and he'll be trying to convert the three-point play next here as they got Jared Hamilton for the foul there. That was his second personal foul. 4th team foul of the half for the Tigers. As Clyde can't get the three-point play to go, he'll settle for 2. It's 39-16. Burke Netland passes. Irvin Tulinchek, he loses it in the paint, and it's back to the Wildcats. We're going to get a stoppage of play just like that, and yep, that's a timeout. Timeout taken by the Laporte Wildcats. So we'll step aside, folks. Got to hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to us here on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com. We'll be right back.
One.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done.
Back with you here at Pine River-Backus. It's Sam Parsons with you, and the PRB Tigers have a 23-point lead over the Laporte Wildcats, ready to resume play after the timeout here in the first half. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. It's Jacob Sheets with the ball, top of the key. He's got Burke Netland defending him. Man-to-man defense for the PRB Tigers is now Justin Clyde with it. Going to lose the handle on it. That's going to go out of bounds, and they'll turn the ball over to the Tigers. Now Andrew Bukers will inbound it. He gets it into Irvin Tulinchek. To the right side. And now down low, they get it to Robert Bukers. He tries one off the backboard, and that's not going to go. Rebounded by Clyde. He gets it now to Grant Hamilton. As now here with it. Top of the key is Ingram. To Sheets on the left. Sheets on Brady Bristow tries to go down the baseline, loses the handle on it, and Bristow comes up with it. Pass up here to Andrew Bukers, leads him out of bounds. Bukers saves it, but it's going to get taken by Clyde, and now Bukers takes it right back into the hands of Bristow. Chaotic sequence. Bristow lays it up off the mark, but he is going to get fouled on the play by, I believe that was Clyde. He'll be heading to the line regardless, shooting 2. Indeed, that was Justin Clyde, his first personal foul. 6th team foul of the half for Laporte. Bristow's first free throw was up and good. Brady Bristow now 4 for 5 from the line. Trying to make it 5 for 6 here. That he does. Brady Bristow, the leading scorer tonight for the Tigers, as has often been the case this season. He's got 15 points in the first half here. At the logo, It's Grant Hamilton with the ball for the Wildcats. Ingram has it. He passes left side to Sheets. They got it down low here to Hudson Smith, who tries for a short shot there. A floater is up and good for Hudson Smith. He's got 4 points now as Ryan Struess tries one, and he's going to commit charging that time on Jacob Sheets, who took it well that time. That's a big body from Ryan Struess knocking into him, and that's his first foul. Back with the ball, it's the Wildcats, led here by Grant Hamilton. He'll hand a pass off to Ingram. Ingram by the PRB logo will head to his right with it, and now he'll get it away to Sheets. Sheets outside the arc, passes left side to Hamilton. Grant Hamilton with Irvin Tulenchik working on him defensively, passes it away. Still looking like man-to-man defense for the Tigers, as now it looks like we're going to get a quick timeout. Indeed, a timeout taken by the Laporte Wildcats and Coach Steve Patterson. We'll take a quick step aside, folks, but we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors listening to us here on KFGI Crosby, Skeeter 101.5, RJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com.
On time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at SchruppExcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure
Back with you here as we're just resuming play really quickly. A very quick timeout taken this time as PRB with the ball. It's Brady Bristow. He's got it. Pulling up. Takes a second. Shoots a three. Book it. That's his third three-pointer of the night, and it'll make it 44-18. Tigers up big. With the ball now, Grant Hamilton for the Wildcats. 2 minutes to go in the first half. As now it's Matthew Ingram with the ball on the logo. He'll pass left side. Chest pass that time to Smith, or excuse me, that's a Sheets, and he'll get it down to Grant Hamilton, and Hamilton will take a foul. Looked like Brady Bristow. Indeed it was. That's his second personal foul. Fifth team foul of the half for the Tigers, and it'll send Grant Hamilton to the line to shoot two. Hamilton's first is going to be good. Laporte now 2 for 4 from the line as a team. Hamilton trying to make that above 50% here. He does, in fact, do so, and it's now a 24-point game. 44-20 the score. Quick pass, Brady Bristow wide open for three. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by Robert Bukers. He misses the second chance shot. Gets the ball back, passes to Bristow, and now there's a foul in the paint. I'm unsure who they're going to call that time. Yeah, they're actually going to get Hudson Smith for that. That's his second personal foul. Sixth team foul. Actually, that's the 7th for the Wildcats. So a bonus situation. It looks like it's a 1-and-1 for Brady Bristow here. Won't get the second one as he mixes off the back iron, but he collects his own rebound. Passing it Irvin Tulenchik now. Right side, it's Burke Netland into the corner. Hamilton. Jared will pass it away to Irvin Tulenchik. As now, to the right side, it's Burke Netland. They wrap it around the perimeter to Bristow. Bristow down the baseline, lays it up and misses, but he'll take a foul and head to the line once again. Going to call Matthew Ingram for that one. That was his first personal foul and the 8th team foul of the half for Laporte with 1:18 to go in the half as Bristow makes his first free throw attempt. He is now 6 for 8 and even 75% from the line. Now 7 for 9, so make it 77.7 or 77.8% if you want to round up. 46-20 the score now. As the Wildcats are back on offense, it's Ingram passing Hamilton. Grant puts it up. Falling away, he misses. Rebounded by the Tigers. Irvin Tulinchik down low passing. Burke Netland blocked that time by Matthew Ingram, but it goes out of bounds. So we'll see an inbounds pass here from Irvin Tulinchik. A minute to go in the half, I should say. 46-20 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Tulinchik passing inbounds off the hands of Andrew Buchers and into the hands of Justin Clyde, who pulls up at the 3-point line, passes away. Grant Hamilton now with an open three, and he's cash money from beyond the arc. Grant Hamilton now makes it a 46-23 game as Jared Hamilton has the ball now for the PRB Tigers. 40 seconds left in the first half. To the left side, Jared Hamilton now gets it to Andrew Buchers. On the right, it's Burke Netland. He goes down the baseline, takes a foul trying to pass it away, and actually they're going to say he's going to go to the line to shoot two. Oh, never mind, a 1-on-1. The referee corrected that, so it's going to be a 1-on-1 situation here for Burke Netland. They'll call Hudson Smith for his third personal foul. The 9th team foul of the half for Laporte. Netland 1-on-1 is not going to get the second one. He misses his free throw attempt, and it's going to get rebounded by the Wildcats as Clyde, step back jumper from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Irvin Tulinchik up the left side of the court. A little over 10 seconds left, so we'll see if PRB just tries to hang on to it. They don't. It's Tate Norman under the bucket, and he's got one. His first of the night. And now with the clock ticking down, Laporte is going to let the clock run out here in the first half. So it's 48-23. The PRB Tigers lead by 25 at halftime. An impressive half for the Tiger offense and defense alike. We'll recap it after a brief break. And a word from our sponsors. You're listening to us here on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
It's a wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
This is Jim Berkmeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning...
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you guys, bringing you the coverage as the PRB Tigers are up 48-23. On the Laporte Wildcats. Just taking a look at the halftime scoring stats that I've accumulated so far for the Wildcats. Guy that I was saying his name a lot, Grant Hamilton, he's scored 10 points, leading the Wildcats in scoring, followed by Justin Clyde with 5, Hudson Smith with 4, Jacob Sheets with 3, and Justin Honer, the 8th grader, with 1 single point. For the PRB Tigers, they were led in that first half by, you can probably guess, Brady Bristow. He scored 20 points, 9 by the way of 3-pointers, 6 by the way of, or 4 via 2-point shots, and then 7 free throws, as he has had a very productive night at the office so far. He's been followed up by Andrew Bukers, who has scored 9 points, Ryan Struess with 6, Robert Bukers and Jared Hamilton each have 4, Irvin Tulenchik with 3, and Tate Norman with a pair. That's how the scoring's been done tonight, and I got to say I've also seen just a lot of impressive defense from Andrew Bukers in particular. He's had a very good game so far, I think. One of the guys that I've been keeping my eye on. And in the second half here with PRB up by 25, I suppose there's no better time than now just to segue into our keys to the second half here. For PRB, I'm looking for them to just try to get some of these younger guys in and see some action. They have a couple of players that they called up to their varsity squad recently, including Tate Norman, the freshman, number 14. They also have Ethan Burns, who hasn't seen action yet tonight, but I am anticipating seeing him eventually. Carson Travis is somebody that I haven't seen at all tonight. I think he might be injured, actually, because he is just not in the lineup at all. I don't see him on the bench or anything. But beyond that, Burke Netland is a guy that I think we'll see a lot of action in the second half, and Irvin Tulenchik as well. These guys, I should say the PRB bench is not that deep, so we'll still be seeing some of their normal starters, I think, well into the second half, just because they don't have that big of a roster. But I think that they'll be doing their best. I think that Coach Jordan Ackerman will be doing his best to try to cycle in some of these younger guys, get them some real game action against Laporte here. With a big lead, they're just going to be looking to ice this one away, and similar to the keys that I had before the game, I would just say they just need to keep playing their game, stay disciplined, make the shots that you should, and don't do anything stupid. That's just kind of what it boils down to. For Laporte, they're going to need to stay aggressive, and they've done a good job being aggressive. I think defensively they've been very physical, very aggressive. It hasn't worked out at all times because they did finish that first half with 9 team fouls. But I would say just keep doing more of the same thing and just hope that you can get more shots to fall. They were aggressive, specifically from beyond the arc early in that first half. They were getting the 3-point shots to work, which was nice to see if you're a Laporte fan. But unfortunately for them, they still find themselves down by 25 to a PRB team that has just done a great job moving the ball against this defense and finding good passing lanes, getting open shots, and they've just had some impressive performances from the likes of Brady Bristow, Andrew Bukers, and others as well. Very good team performance for them. Just a few minutes before we are ready to start the second half here. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up, we will be getting to the second half. Second half tip-off, or I should say it's not really a tip-off, it's an inbound pass at the high school level. Anyway, that's coming up here on Skeeter 101.5, RJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com. Keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on.
Folks, I meant to come back after that previous ad, but we're ready to go. Just jumping right in there, jumping in like 30 seconds early for the second half, and Brady Bristow, just like that, has a three-pointer to get us going. And no better way to start the second half for the PRB Tigers. 51-23 is the score as we get things going here. Sam Parsons with you guys, bringing you the coverage as the Tigers are up now by 28 points on the Laporte Wildcats. As with it now, going left to right on the radio dial are the Wildcats. It's Grant Hamilton with the ball by the PRB logo. And he'll pass to the left side, Matthew Ingram. He tries to get it away, and taking a foul that time, I believe, is Grant Hamilton. I think they're going to get Brady Bristow. Yeah, that's his third personal foul. Sort of been a trend in the games that I've called for this PRB boys team. They are a pretty aggressive team defensively, and it pays off for them a lot, but it can result in fouls like that. But either way, back with it here. Matthew Ingram. Pass, it's almost going to get intercepted by the Tigers, but it winds up right back in Ingram's hands. He tries a layup, misses, and it's going to get rebounded by the Tigers. An errant pass here from Brady Bristow, going to go out of bounds. He was behind his intended target. I think he was going for Andrew Buchers that time. Both him and Jared Hamilton were in the area as we're ready to resume play. Now a pass going to get knocked out of bounds by Buchers. On the floor now for the Tigers, both Andrew and Robert Buchers, as well as Jared Hamilton, Ryan Struess, and Brady Bristow. For the Wildcats, it is Matthew Ingram with the ball right now, taking up the middle of the court, along with Grant Hamilton. Justin Clyde is now a stolen pass from Jared Hamilton. He's going to take it all the way back to the bucket and get it in for two to make it a 30-point game. But also on the court now for the Wildcats, Justin Honer along with Hudson Smith, the two other names that I did not mention. Justin Clyde has it, left wing. He'll pass right side to Ingram. As Ingram's pass now going to get stolen again. Jared Hamilton all the way down the court, misses the layup, and he's going to almost get that ball taken by Bristow and dunked, but it goes over Bristow's hands. And back to the Wildcats, 2 minutes into the second half here. It's a 30-point game As now it's Grant Hamilton for three, misses short off the iron, rebounded by Ryan Struess. And away go the Tigers. Hamilton to the right side corner. He's got Andrew Buchers to Robert Buchers. That's going to miss the short attempt. Rebounded by Grant Hamilton. Hamilton on the logo. Will kick it out. Ingram back to Hamilton on the left. He's got Jared Hamilton on him defensively, and now a pass. It's going to get stolen. Brady Bristow across the court. He's going to lay it up and in for two. Justin Clyde with the ball now for the Wildcats. Up the court. He's going to get the ball snatched away. Bristow again trying to get by Clyde, but they'll blow the whistle well before he gets to the basket. Going to call Clyde for being a little too physical there. Second personal foul. Or actually, no, excuse me. Yes, that was actually on Justin Clyde, but yes, that was a second personal foul. Okay, the scoreboard was disagreeing with me for a second there, but they got it right. Inbounding it from the baseline. It's Jared Hamilton, and, well, getting it up and in. Tigers for two. As now, Wildcats with the ball. Grant Hamilton, coast to coast with it. He's going to miss after driving the lane. Rebounded by Andrew Buchers. Jared Hamilton with the ball now. He passes left to Irvin Tulenchik. Tulenchik to his right has Burke Netland, who's in the game now for the Tigers. Now down low, Andrew Buchers under the net, has it for two. Buchers now with 11 points tonight. And great defense alongside that. Pass here, going to get stolen. Grant Hamilton stolen by Jared Hamilton, who tries a dunk that time. Admirable effort for the sophomore or the junior, but that's going to get off the rim. Rebounded by Burke Netland, and he just puts it back in for two. So back with it now is Justin Clyde, missing a quick three-point shot attempt, rebounded by Jared Hamilton. Up now, Struess. Struess lays it up, quick 2 points, and the Tigers are on a roll. They have started the second half on a 15-point run, and it's now 63-23. Wildcats now in possession. It's Clyde at the top of the key. Tulenchik on him defensively. He passes right side. Hudson Smith. Crossover. He passes left. Ingram into the corner. Grant Hamilton for three. Misses air ball, but that's going to get rebounded by Clyde. He takes it out, tries a three of his own, and that's going to rim up and in. Interesting make there by Justin Clyde, but he'll take the 3 points, and it's now 63-26. Burke Netland beyond the arc has it. Passes to Struess. Struess pump fakes, gets by Smith, lays it up and misses, but he'll take a foul on his way to the bucket. As it is a 37-point game. Ryan Struess trying to cut into that deficit extend that deficit by 2. 13 minutes left in the game. Clock is stopped. Struess's first free throw is good. 64-26 now the score on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Struess clanks his second free throw, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and he gets 2 more points. So Ryan Struess gets 3 for the price of 2 and makes it a 40-point game again. Grant Hamilton hands off a pass to Jacob Sheets, who's back in the game now for Laporte. Now going to his right is Matthew Ingram. He passes to Grant Hamilton. Working on him defensively is Ryan Struess. Still man-to-man defense for the PRB Tigers. As now to the top of the key to Smith. Hamilton on the right, getting down low, puts it up, misses, and it's going to get rebounded by Struess. Ryan Struess gets it now. Burke Netland into the corner. Out to Jared Hamilton. Now from the elbow, it's a 2-point attempt from Norman. That's going to be off the mark, but put back up and in that time. We'll give the credit to Tulenchik, even though I think that might have gone off a Sheets' hand. And now we're going to get another stoppage in play. actually missed. I think that they called a foul that time on Irvin Tulenchik. Yes, his first personal. So it'll be Grant Hamilton inbounding it from the far sideline. 12:02 to go in the game. Clock stopped. And now Burke Netland steals the inbound pass. He takes it to the net, misses, and it's going to get rebounded by Irvin Tulenchik. Pass to the right side. It's Jared Hamilton by the corner of the volleyball line. And now Burke Netland with it. Netland sidesteps on Sheets. Now passes to Jared Hamilton. Back to Tate Norman. And it's to Tulenchik. Now down low, they get it to Struess. Struess turnaround, layup, up and in. 70-26 is the score. Still not quite at the point yet where they're just running the clock out. Laporte trying to make something happen on offense here. Grant Hamilton has it. Gets it to Smith by the elbow. Now Hamilton for three, airballs it. That goes out of bounds. Clock stops at 11:10. It's Irvin Tulenchik from the baseline who will be inbounding it. Some substitutions now for the Tigers. They're going to bring in Brady Bristow along with Ethan Burns. Along with Ethan Burns for his first action. And Robert Bucher's back in the game as well for the Tigers. It's Andrew with the ball. To the left side, he passes to Netland. Now to the right, it's Andrew Buchers again. They work it all the way across to Brady Bristow. Bristow, top of the key. They work it around. Netland. Netland passes away. Therefore it is Burns, and now a three-point attempt from Andrew Buchers, up and in. What a night for Andrew Buchers, the sophomore. Try to count his points really quick. He's got 14, along with really, really good defensive play, as I've mentioned so far. As a shot here is going to miss for the Wildcats, rebounded by Bristow. Up to Burns. He's going to take a 10-foot jumper and miss. It's rebounded by the Wildcats. 73-26, the score here. As now Grant Hamilton with it. He sidesteps to his left, passes. Hudson Smith pulls up for a long two-pointer, misses, rebounded, and then going out of bounds with it, the freshman Pierre Nesbitt, who's now in the game for the Wildcats. And he's going to sub out for Justin Clyde. 10:03 to go here in the game as the Tigers get it in to Andrew Buchers. Buchers has Bristow outside the arc. Now back to Andrew on the right side. He passes. Ethan Burns. Burke Netland now with the ball by the line. Kicks it to the top of the key. Now Brady Bristow. Long three-pointer. Rims out. Tough miss there. Almost in, but it's going to get rebounded by Clyde, who's taken up the court now for the Wildcats. And now a three-point attempt from Sheets, and Jacob Sheets is good from long range. 73-29 the score now. Netland with a pass to the right side. Andrew Buchers. They work it around to Bristow here to the left. Bristow with Grant Hamilton defending him. They get it now back around to Andrew Buchers. Top of the key, it's Burns. To the left side, they got Burke Netland. Netland kicks it out to the right side. Bristow for another three, and he's going to make that one. Book it for Bristow, who's got a lot of points in this game. I can't really add it up too quickly right now. That's a lot of math for me, even though I like math. This is to now Grant Hamilton. They kick it back out to him, and he drives the lane, laying it up. He misses. Rebounded there by Burns. Bristow gets it to Netland. Netland is going to get the ball swatted out of his hands that time by the Wildcats as he was attempting a shot. Here's Clyde with it now for Laporte. To the right, he's got Sheets. Jacob Sheets pulls up for two, and nothing but net that time for Sheets. On a bit of an interesting shot there. It's 76-31. Still a 45-point affair. Netland to his left. Finds Buchers to the other Buchers. Robert now getting it to Brady Bristow. He lays it up and misses, but they're actually going to call, I think, an offensive foul. Or maybe a travel or something. Either way, it's a turnover. I didn't see the signal from the official. But it's Grant Hamilton inbounding it here. Clock under 8 minutes to go in the game. Grant on Jared Hamilton. Passes to the right. Jacob Sheets, who's got the hot hand from the field. He tries a layup there, and there's your broadcaster's jinx. He's going to miss that. Rebounded by the Tigers. Jared Hamilton. Tate Norman for a long two. That's going to miss. Rebounded by the Wildcats. It's Clyde. Clyde pulls up beyond the arc. Working on Jared Hamilton. Still man-to-man defense for the Tigers. Sheets has it now, top of the key. Passing left side to Smith. Hudson Smith now finds Honer. Justin Honer to the top of the key has Sheets. Moving the ball around. The Wildcats are now going to get stolen by Jared Hamilton. Can he take it all the way to the bucket? Yes, he does, and he gets it in for 2. 8 points now on the contest for Jared Hamilton. He's had a nice night. They get it now to the line. It's Hudson Smith kicking it out. Grant Hamilton pump fakes a 3. Now they get it to Clyde. 6.5 minutes left in the game. 78-31 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Now back to the right. Hamilton drives the lane, puts it up, misses. Rebounded by Struess off the backboard, then off the rim. Here with it now is Jared Hamilton. He passes to the right to Burns. Now Norman to Tulenchik. Irvin Tulenchik is going to lose the ball off his foot, but it's right to Jared Hamilton, so no harm, no foul. Here now, Ryan Struess under the bucket. He's going to try to kick it out to Burns, and Burns will lose the handle on it. That's going to go out of bounds. Got a final out of the Northern Lakes girls hockey game as the Lightning beat Detroit Lakes 14-0. Wow. That's a interesting game for our sports director, Devin Kruger, to be broadcasting. But congratulations to the Lightning girls, as this one is going to be a 3-pointer miss long by Grant Hamilton. 5:30 to go in this game. Tulenchik passes baseline. Jared Hamilton up for 2, misses. Trying to collect the rebound there was Ryan Struess, but he's going to take a foul. They're going to call Jacob Sheets that time. I believe that was the second personal. As Tulenchik inbounds it to Struess. Struess kicks it out to Jared Hamilton. Now he gets it down low. Great pass to Struess, and he puts it up and in for 2 and 1. Ryan Struess has 15 points in this game. He's looking for his 16th to convert the 3-point play, and if he does, well, the clock is running right now constantly, so mercy rule in effect, as now Ryan Struess is able to get the deficit to 50. 81-31. The PRB Tigers looking like they're definitely going to be winning this one. Just a matter of how much. Here's Grant Hamilton trying a pass there that's going to get knocked out of bounds by Irvin Tulenchik. The next game for this PRB boys team is actually not until next week. Next Thursday, they'll be hosting Walker Hackensack Akeley, as now the pass is going to get stolen by Irvin Tulenchik. Burke Netland gets blocked that time. Grant Hamilton staring down Burke Netland after he blocked it, but they're going to call a foul on him. So Netland's at the line, shooting a pair. Clock under 4 minutes to go. But yes, PRB will be hosting Walker Hackensack Akeley next Thursday as Netland misses his first free throw. We'll be broadcasting that on KLKS Talk 100, rjbroadcasting.com, and on yourliveevent.com as well. And you got PRB girls basketball tomorrow as well. They're going to turn around and play against a top 10 team in the state, Cass Lake Bena, as Burke Netland goes 0 for 2 from the line. It'll be yours truly on the call for that tomorrow. Laporte back on offense, as now a floating attempt there by Grant Hamilton is going to miss, but he's going to take a foul on his way up. Clock ticking under 2 minutes. They called that one on Irvin Tulenchik. 2 free throws from Grant Hamilton. He makes his first. now 3 for 3 from the line. And Grant Hamilton's been the best player tonight for Laporte, both offensively and defensively, I think, as he's able to get both free throws there. He's got 12 points for the Wildcats. Is now Brady Bristow back in the game for the Tigers. He's going to get a 2-point shot there, a floater up and good. I'm not sure what Brady's career high in points would be, but he's got to be getting close. As now Justin Clyde pass is going to get knocked out of bounds by Ethan Burns. Bristow's at an even 30 points right now, folks. And again, going to have to ask after the game if that's a career high for him. If it is, nice night for him. Down low, they are going to find Tate Norman, and Norman puts up a 2-point bucket from the baseline, making it 85-33, under 2 minutes to go in the game. Again, just literally a matter of time at this point before PRB is going to collect their 4th win of the season. And again, they'll have a full week of practice before they take on Walker Hackensack Akeley next Thursday. So a good start after the holiday break for the Tigers, as this one's going to get inbounded. It's number 21, Owen Tisland with the ball. I got a final out of the Pequot Lakes boys basketball game as well, as there's a bucket, that time from Justin Clyde for 2 points. Top of the key, it is Burns, and now Burke Netland kicks it out. Anyway, I was saying I got a final of the Pequot Lakes boys basketball game against Albany. They won 69-61. Cloquet beat Aiken 73-55. You could have heard that on KKIN AM The Gobbler, AM 930 FM 103.1. Has now 30 seconds left in the game. 85-35 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Pass here is to Pierre Nesbitt, the freshman, and he'll pass to his left. And now a floater off the backboard and in from Matthew Ingram. That's actually his first points of the night. We'll make it 85-37. We'll see if PRB tries to get a bucket here to make the deficit 50. I mean, that'd be nice for aesthetic reasons, but I don't think they're going to, as the clock is now down to 3 seconds. And Burke Netland will hang on to it, and that'll do it. 85-37, the final score out of Pine River-Backus, as the Tigers defeat the Laporte Wildcats by 48. Coming up, we'll get to our post-game show. We got some post-game awards to give out. I believe we'll be getting to post-game interviews as well with the PRB Tigers boys, so we'll be getting to that after a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to us on KFGI Crosby, Skeeter 101.5, and RJBroadcasting.com.
Community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest premier country and rock festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens.
Back with you here for our post-game show. It is Sam Parsons with you, and we're now joined by some of the victorious PRB Tigers after an 85-37 win. Joined now, we're going to start with Robert Buchers. We're actually joined by two of the seniors from the PRB Tigers team, or I believe just the two seniors from the Tigers. So, Robert, first question for you, just an easy one. You guys got a really nice win out there. What were some of the things you thought you did well as a team?
We did a good job on pressing and defense. We did a good job reversing the ball on offense and getting the open looks.
What was your guys' focus, from a player's perspective, over the holiday break, just from that between that tournament in Fergus Falls and now?
We did a lot on effort and hustling and giving it 100%.
And what were some of the lessons that you personally took from those tournament games? Because you guys were able to face a lot of good competition in those games. What were you thinking after those?
Trying to get better on rebounding and hustling down the floor.
All right, Robert. Well, you have Walker Hackensack Akeley coming to town on Thursday. What are your thoughts heading into that one?
Got to have a good mentality, a lot of effort, and hustle.
All right. Thank you very much, Robert, for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. Best of luck to you moving forward.
Thank you.
All right. We're now joined by the other senior for the PRB Tigers, Brady Bristow, who I confirmed with before we got on the air here that he did score a career-high 30 points. So I feel like it's going to be a pretty easy question to answer, Brady. Some of the things you thought you did well out there tonight.
I guess I shot pretty well, and I tried a lot to pick it up on defense a lot. We've been working on that, and yeah.
Yeah, 5 3-pointers, good. 7 free throws, 4 2-pointers. That adds up to 30, so very well done. And just the same question that I asked to Robert. For you particularly, what were some of the things you were focusing on over the holiday break?
Definitely effort, and during that tournament, we realized we don't have as many guys as most teams, so we're going to have to be in better shape and just work a lot harder than every other team if we want to win.
So now you're just inching closer to 500. I mean, outside of tournament action, you guys are now 4-3. Just what are your thoughts on where the team is now in comparison to where it was at the start of the year?
I think we're doing a lot better, just moving the ball on offense and just simple things like that.
So again, Walker coming to town on Thursday. That's obviously a big rivalry for your senior year. That's the last time I believe that they'll come here, unless they come into the playoffs. What are your thoughts heading into that matchup?
I think we want to play really hard defensively, just move the ball well. Hopefully our shots go in, and hopefully we can win that.
All right. Well, appreciate your time, Brady. Thank you for joining me for our post-game show. Congratulations on your career high in points and getting the win. Best of luck to you moving forward, bud.
Thank you.
All right, and we're finally going to talk here with Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the PRB Tigers. Jordan, got to imagine a lot of good things to say about the team after a win like that, but what were some of the things you saw out there?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys stepped up, and they played hard across the board. All 9 players that got in, I think, played hard, and as you can tell by the players, effort was a kind of a thing we were talking about the last few days of practice. So pretty proud of them in that aspect, and they really stepped it up. So that was fun team win to see everybody get involved.
Yeah, what were some of the things that you saw? I mean, I know that you mentioned. Thought I was sending to the break there, but we did not. We're good. Anyway, you mentioned that both the guys mentioned that you put a lot of emphasis on effort, conditioning, and all that stuff over the break. Did you notice that come to fruition in this game to start the second half of the season?
Yeah, I think they were tired to coming out, actually. Even Mike, the assistant, said, boy, we look a little tired, which I kind of knew going in that after 3 days of really pushing it, I thought we should have been a little tired. So I thought we looked slow to start with, and really picked it up towards the second half. But yeah, I think they showed that they're capable of more than what they have been playing. So that was fun to see.
Yeah, certainly. And now you got, again, a week until Walker is coming here. So what do you think are going to be the areas of focus that you have just between now and then? Continuing
to work on some of the execution things on defense, but also we'll focus a little more on offense, making sure we're getting guys in the right spots, make sure they all know the plays. We have some newcomers that are kind of coming up and playing well, so trying to make sure they're acclimated to what we're trying to get done on the offensive end, and shooting. We need to continue to shoot more and shoot a higher percentage, so we'll focus on those things.
Sounds like a plan. Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the PRB Tigers, joining us for our post-game show. Jordan, very much appreciate your time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you on Thursday in Walker, or here when Walker comes here.
Yeah, a couple home games, so glad you're here covering for us.
Absolutely. It's a great time. Thank you again, Jordan. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll wrap up our post-game show after this on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
The stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via Rails Train. Visit holidayvacations.com. Keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest premier country and rock festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's Breast Cancer Fundraising Tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River.
Back with you here at Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you. We just had our interviews with Brady Bristow and Robert Buchers, the two seniors on this PRB Tigers team. Certainly happy after a win like that, 85-37 over Laporte and the Wildcats. We'll just jump right on in and get to our post-game awards, and we will start with our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you. Our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game today is going to be Robert Buchers, the senior that we just spoke to for PRB. 4 points for him, but he had a very, very good defensive game, similar to his brother, who you can imagine I'll be getting to in a second here. Really, really good stuff from him. Congratulations to him, the senior. Getting a win like this is special for any senior. So, 48 points was the final deficit. That's pretty darn good. So, congratulations again to Robert Buchers, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. We also have our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game to give out, and Pine River Family Market is where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery. Pine River Family Market delivers.com. Our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game is going to be Brady Bristow, who scored a career-high 30 points tonight on 5 3-pointers, 7 free throws, and 4 2-point shot attempts. Do the math. That adds up to 30. And, well, he was hot all night from beyond the arc, particularly, but also just all around the field. He was just, draining buckets. Had a great night defensively as well. A really nice block in that first half. A lot of stolen passes. I don't keep track of those stats particularly, but I just know what I see, and I know what I watch, and I remember it, and I remember that he was making a lot of good defensive plays. So it's honestly one of the best games that I've seen Brady play over the last couple of years. So congratulations to him. He's our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game, and we will wrap up with our Big Deal Player of the Game. Didn't mention our Big Deal sponsors earlier, so I will thank them now. We have Brandel Motors of Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marine of McGregor, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Whippler Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, the Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crow Wing Kayaks in Cross Lake, the Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, and Newman Construction in Brainerd. Our Big Deal Player of the Game is going to go to none other than Andrew Buchers, the sophomore for the PRB Tigers, who scored 14 points, but as I was saying throughout the game, most of his contributions came on the defensive side. So the fact that he scored 14 points, I believe that was third on the team behind Bristow and Ryan Struess, who also had a great game. This was a tough decision for me to make, really, cutting some of these guys out. But like I said, a great team win for the Tigers, and a great performance from Andrew Buchers, probably the best that I have seen from him, at least this year. I don't think that he actually played much. I don't think he started at the varsity level last year, so it's definitely the best game. It's, now that I think about it, the best game that I've seen him play. Very well done from Andrew Buchers. He is our Big Deal Player of the Game. We will wrap up by just taking a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here with Homegrown Local Radio and Sports, which you, as always, for the local high school level, can find at rjbroadcasting.com. As I lost the sheet for a second there, but I got it now. We are looking at tomorrow. We got 3 basketball games coming to the radio waves. As I'll be back here at Pine River-Backus, as I'll be calling the Tigers hosting Cass Lake Bena tomorrow. That'll start at 7 p.m. here on yourliveevent.com. Also have a couple of boys games, as Ogilvy is at McGregor on KKIN FM 94.3 and Aiken at Pillager on Cash 95. Saturday morning, you can catch NFL Fantasy Forecast on 3WI AM 1270 FM 96.3. The Saturday Sports Wrap can be heard on Skeeter 101.5 starting at 10 a.m. And then we have North Dakota State Bison football as they are in the FCS Championship taking on Montana State. Pre-game coverage for that will start at 10 a.m. You can hear that on either KLKS Talk 100 or 3WI AM 1270 FM 96.3. NFL football will feature a Saturday doubleheader. Kansas City at Denver, followed by Dallas at Philadelphia on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3. And then in NHL hockey, you can catch the Minnesota Wild hosting the Washington Capitals on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1. Finally, on Sunday, we have Golden Gopher men's basketball at Indiana on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3. No NFL preview or NFL insider, since that is taking that time. On Real Country, KKIN FM 94.3, you can hear the Vikings host the Chicago Bears in their final game of the 2021 season. And in NFL Sunday Night Football, the LA Chargers are taking on the Las Vegas Raiders in a play-in game, essentially. That's basically a Week 18 playoff game. Whoever wins that will be in, so very high-stakes stuff on 3WI AM 1270, FM 96.3. Again, you can catch our local high school sports schedule online at rjbroadcasting.com, where you can also find streams for all of our broadcasts. But folks, pleasure being with you here tonight, as again, our final score, the PRB Tigers taking down the Laporte Wildcats 85-37. Very, very impressive stuff. And I think that now is time for me to bid you all adieu. Folks, again, pleasure being with you for everybody here at Homegrown Local Radio. My name is Sam Parsons, bidding you a happy Thursday night. Have a great weekend as well. So long, and until next time.